This is the first video to section 1.2 in our OpenStax textbook. We have two important types of data that we'll be talking about in this course, and that is qualitative data and quantitative data. Qualitative data, also called categorical data, often describes attributes of a population. For instance, say your favorite sports team. Or your favorite political party. Your hair color. Or your blood type. Then we have quantitative data, which normally is represented by numbers, and it's the result of, say, counting or measuring attributes. Now we have two types of quantitative data. One is discrete, the other is continuous. Discrete data results from counting and is only represented by numerical values. For example, say the population of a city or a country, or say the number of eggs. We can count those. Perhaps the amount of money. Whereas quantitative continuous data usually is a result from measurements and numbers that can continue forever. Take a look at this type of decimal, which goes on forever. That would be considered quantitative continuous data. Examples of these might be, say, temperature, anything that we can measure, or height, weight, time. Below, consider example 3 and the types of data that we have in these examples. The number of pairs of shoes you own in part A, that would be quantitative. We can actually count the number of shoes that you own, so that would be discrete. For example, you could own 1 pair, 2 pairs, 3 pairs, etc. For part B, the type of car that you drive, that would be qualitative. That has nothing to do with a numerical value, and it's definitely a type of category. You could drive, say, a Mazda or a Ford or a Honda. Where you go on vacation, we can't count that, so that would also be qualitative. Examples might be Bahamas, Italy, Chicago. All examples of qualitative data. Now, take a look at letter D. This can be tricky at first. Distance, well, that is definitely quantitative, but is it quantitative continuous or is it quantitative discrete? Distance is a measurement. So in this case, this is quantitative continuous. An example of that could be, say, 2 miles or 2.1 miles, 2.1111 miles. And that decimal could go on forever. We could keep getting more precise. Number of classes you are taking this semester, we can count that. So that would be quantitative discrete. For instance, you could take 2 classes, 3 classes, 4 classes, and so on. Type of calculator you use, that is qualitative. You could use a TI-84, a Casio, a Scientific. Weights of sumo wrestlers. Now again, we're probably comfortable that that's quantitative. But remember, this is a measurement. So that means it has to be quantitative continuous. For instance, we could have a sumo wrestler weighing 350 pounds or 350.673 pounds. And we can keep going on continuously with that. The number of correct answers on a quiz, that would be quantitative, and since it's countable, that would be discrete. And examples would be 1 correct, 2 correct, 3 correct, 4 correct. And lastly, the exact amount of gas in your tank. Please don't let the word exact confuse you. This is still a measurement, so it will be continuous. Quantitative continuous. And why is this continuous? Because we could have 2 gallons. We could have 2.367159 gallons. And we can keep making that decimal more precise. That's the end of the first video for section 1.2.